What's up, guys? We are back once again, and you know what? It's been a interesting ride because I really forgot to do this video, and I apologize. But we're going to be talking about Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time review. Now, I want to say first off that if you guys love Crash, then obviously you guys need to pick this game up. Crash 4. It felt like, and this is the only way I know how to say it to you guys. It felt like they mixed, and Toys for Bob did a magnificent job. I'm gonna say this first off. I want to say I feel like they mixed Wrath of Cortex with the other three games, and this is pretty much Crash Bandicoot 4. And the entirety of this pretty much takes up the events after the third game, where you have Uka Uka, Dr. Cortex, and we have where they're trying to escape, and when they do, they get this portal out where they're going through different time frames, and you have where, of course, Crash, Coco have to help. Then we get a version of Dino that helps as well, and then of course we see at one point where Cortex becomes an ally with us. It's really interesting because we did not know, especially like Dr. N and all that, we did not really know that this is really going to happen because of the way it was kind of going. And I'm like, okay. And then we got N Trophy, who becomes like the main villain again. But throughout the entirety of the game, you're pretty much playing as, I guess, again, Coco or Crash, whichever one you prefer. And then we later see Tanya, which is really cool too. You know, get to play her, which I enjoyed seeing that as well. I enjoyed the experience. I really enjoyed being able to play this, because again, Crash is very near and dear to my heart. I love Crash. I have very fond memories of Crash, and Toys for Bob did a fantastic job of bringing old school Crash back. And when I say old school Crash, it made you feel like you were playing the old ones again. Like, it wasn't a remaster. It really made you feel like you were playing another continuation of the series, where again you were able to find different masks, have those type of chances to experience what these masks were, like there was in Wrath of Cortex, but instead you had just different abilities. Like, you could just do this, or you could move up from bottom, you could gravitate, you could go invisible, you could do all these other kind of things that you were able to do. And I love that, and I thought it was pretty cool. And also what was cool though is in one of the scenes where we do get a time, like back in time, where Cortex tries to stop his past self from making Crash, and he's like, don't do this because you're going to regret it. And then we do see kind of how, I guess, Crash became how he is, because his future self basically stopped, I guess, his younger self from becoming a pawn of Cortex. And I thought that was pretty funny and interesting to see. And the graphics that they gave us really remind me almost like of a series, like a Netflix series or a Hulu series or a Disney series or something that has to do with. I just can't believe that they did this fantastic of a job to where we can play as like 5 characters. 2 we haven't really played a lot on. I mean, we played Cortex at one time. We of course played Crash, Coco, but we never really got to play as Tanya or even as Dino Croc, which was cool. And also be able to see these different allies come together and have their own little spin-off of where they end up in the world. And of course Cortex ends up at the very end of the game, of course, on his own, where everybody gets beaten, and of course Uka Uka finds him once again. And then we also see where Crash kind of gives the dialogue a little bit. It was so cool. This is the first time we hear Crash's voice ever, and I'm unsure who does the voice, but I was shocked that they went that route. Like, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe they actually gave us a voice of Crash, because again, for so many years they did not give us Crash Bandicoot's voice. And actually that was fine, but at the same time I was wondering if they ever were going to do it, and again they did. And I don't really have a problem with the voice, because it's a lot better than the Skylander voice that they gave us, like him from Australia. Honestly, I prefer this voice that they gave him rather than the one that, again, in Skylanders. But with all these different time masks, I'm very happy that they were able to show different characters that were sort of like ancient allies of Aku Aku, and be able to help Crash and Coco stop the time warps from trying to basically happen with N Trophy as well as Cortex and Uka Uka at some point trying to stop them. And maybe this was like, maybe this is before Wrath of Cortex. I don't know. I mean, they could write it in there possibly at some point. I mean, I think it would work. And seeing all these different skins as well, which I think was absolutely amazing. Seeing all these skins that you could get as Crash or Coco or whatever, all these different ones that you could wear within the game. Like, you know, you could wear your biker Crash Bandicoot thing, or you could wear, you know, Caveman, or you could do Cyber Coco, Cyber Crash, something that we could play other than just that one particular level, like, you know, the biker Crash, or the swim Crash, or the air Crash, where you're in the TIE fighter plane, you're trying to fight off all these enemies, or with Coco, you know, wearing what she's wearing. And it's really cool because, again, I love the graphics in this so much. It really reminds me of like an actual cartoon. Now, there are more skins you can get in the game, which is perfectly fine. You gotta unlock them, do different things, do different achievements, which again does take time. So I do believe that there will be more skins possibly added later on in the game, or possibly in the next game, which I do have 100% that there will be a sequel to this at some given time. But either way, I did enjoy Crash. I have very fond memories of seeing this, playing this. I can't wait to play it. I have not played it yet. I more like I tested it, and I was like, okay, cool. And I just got to see the story through YouTube, so different ones that I've uploaded through YouTube I was able to watch. So I was very happy I was able to go through the story and experience the story firsthand. So when I do get it, I'm definitely going to play it, and I may just do a video to let you guys know what I think about it. Now, normally I like to play the game and then give you guys my full opinion, but I figure I'll just go ahead and give you guys my full review of the game anyway, since I've already seen the story. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, consider about subscribing, and let me know what you guys thought about Crash Bandicoot for It's About Time in the comments down below. Once again, if you guys are new to the channel, if you guys could subscribe, that I'd greatly appreciate it. Also, leave a big fat like on the video. It greatly helps me out. It gets the algorithm, get this video out to more fans such as yourself, gaming fans, Crash fans, whatever have you. So let me know what you guys think either way down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys as always in the comments and on the next video.